pow, pow. Can it be proven that God exists?
Okay, so billions of people all over the world, in one way or another, believe in God. It's like humans are hardwired for faith in something.
Hello. Hola. Bonjour. Cheerio. Howdy. What up, homies?
But what gives? I mean, we don't even know if God exists, do we?
Easy now.
I guess the question is, can it be proven that God exists? Well, the quick answer, the obvious answer is no. And for some folks, that's it. But what can we prove? I mean, empirically, undeniably prove. Nothing, really. Think about it. You can't even prove to me that you exist.
Oh, don't!
Just checking. Actually, that doesn't prove anything. Check this out. The French philosopher René Descartes famously said,
I think, therefore I am.
which proved to Descartes that Descartes existed, which is what he was trying to do. But it didn't prove his existence to me. Heck, he didn't even prove that he was thinking. But there is really strong evidence that Descartes existed. Enough evidence that it would be kind of silly to think he didn't exist. It's the same with your youth leader. What evidence do you have that he exists? You have your 5 senses. You can see your youth leader. You can definitely hear your youth leader.
Hey, you guys coming to the Rake-a-thon this weekend? It's gonna be the bomb diggity. Don't leave me hanging. Impactful stuff.
You can touch his goatee.
Whoa, taking a peek at the soup strainer, huh? Oh, jealous. Anyway, we're totally gonna unpack the fruits of the spirit on Wednesday night. Don't miss it!
If you get close enough, you can smell his coffee breath. Ack! Yuck!
Say, that reminds me, you need a ride to our Java Jam before school? It's a great way to start a tough week, you know?
And I wouldn't advise it, but you could theoretically taste your youth leader. Don't really do it. Just trust me. It's possible. But guess what? If you used all 5 of your senses to detect your youth leader, that still wouldn't prove he exists. What if you're dreaming right now? If you're dreaming about sniffing your youth leader, you should probably get some professional help. But my point is, even your 5 senses aren't proof of existence, so we can't prove anything.
Weird.
So if we can't prove that anyone exists, maybe we should look for some evidence to see if God exists. Is there any? Well, yeah. The fact that anything exists is evidence that God exists. The level of order in the universe points to the idea that someone ordered it.
Hey!
Let me explain. Let's say you're walking in the woods, and right in the middle of your path, there is a small pile of sticks. What would you think? Would you think, wow, what a bizarre coincidence that these trees all drop these twigs into a small pile right in the middle of the path? You'd probably think somebody or something put them there. What if you found a wooden fence? Would you think, how cool that these old trees fell here in a perfect row on top of each other, and somehow they're perfectly notched and intertwined. How random. Of course not. You take all of that evidence, compare it to your past experiences, and logically conclude somebody built this fence. What if you found a log cabin? What if you found New York City?
Hey, I'm working here. Forget about it.
What about the animals and the oceans and the earth itself? What about the solar system and the universe? What about immune systems and cell division and the complexity of DNA? For lots of people, this is all the evidence they need to conclude God exists. But there are other smart folks out there who look at all of this and say,
Indeed, it's all very beautiful and complex.
but they just don't think it adds up to the existence of an omnipotent, omniscient deity.
I just don't see it.
The truth is, using the rules of science and logic, you can't prove God exists. No matter how hard you try, these human constructs just won't get you there. And smarter people than you or me have tried.
Yeah, I tried pretty hard, you know.
So, you can't prove God exists, but this is exactly why they call it faith. Think about it like this. Take a look at yourself. You're pretty complex. Physically, yeah, but emotionally too. Even spiritually. You have hopes and dreams. You care about very specific, complex things. And most importantly, you love. Where does that love come from? To the billions of people around the world who believe that God exists, love isn't just a part of living, it's why we live. Love is the bond that created us, that keeps us going, that restores our souls. And I'd put that strongly in the category of evidence that God exists. So, If Descartes proved to himself that he existed by saying, I think, therefore I am, can we say to ourselves, I love and I am loved, therefore God is? You tell me.
Well,